Hey everyone, ToneZone117 back here again with another tutorial video, and today we will be talking about seam line removal. Now some of you may not know what it means, so let me just give you the gist of it. Now seam line removal is basically the removing of seam lines, and now what a seam line is, for example, here is the shoulder piece of a high-grade Gundam Gujian remake. Now on the shoulder piece, it's basically three parts. One is the frame connector inside and two armor pieces covering it up on the outside like a shell. Now when you put it together like this, it's two parts, and since it's two parts, there is a slight gap in between, this long line going across the part like that. Now it's alright if you leave it like that, but sometimes it stands out a little bit too much and it looks really ugly and unnatural. Because in the anime and in a realistic sense, it should be a single piece. So it should be one piece without the line over there, making it look all ugly and plasticky. Now I've already removed the seam line for the other shoulder like this. I used the Tamiya cement and covered it up like so. I haven't sanded it down yet, so you can still see the cement running down the middle like that. But anyway, that's basically what seam line removal is all about. Now there are two ways which I know of how to remove seam lines. The first one, like I said a few seconds ago, is by using cement, and as you can already tell, the second version is using putty. I use Tamiya basic type. Removing seam lines and covering up small holes is basically like the only use that this type of putty has. For this is off topic a little bit, but for epoxy putty and polyester putty, it has many other uses like scratch building and covering up large areas. Alright, now back to seam line removal. Now as you can see, this one looks more solid and binded together since it's adhesive, the cement. Both methods are more or less the same, just using different forms of adhesive materials. One is liquid and it's like glue cement. Then another one is putty. Since I've already done this one, I only have one left to do, so I'm gonna just do cement, since both methods are more or less the same technique, just covering one side with the adhesive and then sticking it together and letting it dry and then sanding it off afterwards. Alright, let's remove the seam line right now. Right, now what you want to do is take out the cement, obviously. I prefer using the larger brush. It covers a larger space, which is the white cap in Tamiya. If you want to cover up smaller gaps, you can use the green cap, which is a thinner brush, as you can see. Alright, now let's take the cement. You might want to take a large amount of cement, so it's a guarantee that you'll cover everything in one go. Now let's focus on the piece. Let's take some cement. Now what you want to do is just apply the cement on the seam line itself, basically the side of the part which connects with the other end of the shoulder. Basically this whole ridge over here with cement. You might want to do 2 layers just to make sure. Alright, now really quickly, just snap it together like so. Just snap it together and make sure you have a tight grip on it so everything's squeezed together. so the adhesive is guaranteed to bind. As you can see, the excess cement is pouring out of the piece, so now we know that the seam line is totally covered by the cement. Oh, we have some cement stained on the armor side of the shoulder. Anyway, since the cement is already applied, now we have to wait for it to dry. Now just give it about half an hour to at most an hour to let it dry. Alright, once it dries, we will get back and do the sanding. Alright, I've given the piece about 45 minutes to dry. So now let's get to sanding. Let me cut to a time-lapse video of the sanding process and I'll get back to you once it's done. Alright, and we are done with the sanding phase of the seam line removal. Now what I did was I used sanding paper and a sanding block. You can get these at like a local DIY store or a hobby store. Now after sanding this area, I have not finished the whole thing yet obviously because there are still some traces of cement here and there, but I focused on this part particularly. So now it's smooth and seamless. As compared to just now, it looks vastly better. Now it's a solid piece. It looks a lot better. So yeah, that's basically all you need to know about seam line removal. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got something out of this tutorial video. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of these tutorials, please subscribe. If you got anything you want to say to me or got anything you want to say about this video, please put it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and goodbye.